you have never been to my channel before or watched any of my videos, then first of all, welcome here. I'm excited to have you here on my channel. Make sure you go back and check out all my videos. I basically just talk about life in college, what it's like being a college student here at UT Austin. So I've been getting a lot of requests to talk more about just like college, how I got into UT, tips that I want to give people who are about to go to college, along with specifically how to pick a college, which I already did a video on that. So if you have not seen the how I picked a college video, then I'm gonna link it down in the description below, so make sure you go and check that video out. But basically what I want to do is over the next couple of, like this video and the next two videos additionally to the video last time, I want to just talk a little bit more about like college. So all of that, how I got here to UT and to McCombs, how tips I want to give you guys, things to look for in the school, and just all the details, all of my life before even coming to college. So I am very, very excited about that, since you guys want to hear about that, and I'd love to share basically all of that fun stuff. So today's video is basically going to be a how I got into UT. So I'm going to share my stats, what UT looks for, well, from what I know, from what UT looked for, and what I had that got me in here. Again, it can very much vary. People have very different stats than I do and got into UT, got into McCombs. So I don't know. I can't tell you that doing exactly what I did is going to get you in here. It's going to get you into McCombs. But I can tell you this is how I got in. And I'm going to lay it all out for you and let you know exactly what I did. So I'm super excited and let's get started. So as you guys know from my previous video where I talked about what made me pick UT, I had done a lot of research about UT and how to get here, and what I needed to do and how I needed to work to achieving that goal that I specifically wanted. So here are some of the things that now I know that UT wanted and I knew that UT wanted before even applying or while starting to apply. So I knew UT wanted a good GPA. I knew UT wanted good SAT or ACT scores. I know UT wanted a good class rank. If you were top 7%, now it's down to top 6%, you were automatically accepted. I know UT wanted good essays and good short answers. I know UT wanted good recommendation letters. It also wanted good like extracurricular activities, making sure that you're involved within your school. And here's something that a lot of people don't know that UT wants, but I knew UT wanted this. So basically, this is sort of what the big thing. It is, what are you doing that others are not doing? Why should we pick you, basically? So it is doing all the things that I did not just list before, like not having that perfect GPA, not having that perfect score. It's like we already know our students have perfect GPAs, perfect scores. They're all ranked within the top 7%. But what else? What is so special about you that should get you in here? So I definitely realized that was one of the big ones, and I think that's the one that helped me the most. So we'll start narrowing them down, and I'll share with you guys what that looked like for me. So I knew UT wanted a good GPA. My GPA was a 99, close, 99. I know they also wanted a good class rank, and I ended up being ranked, I'm trying to remember. Okay, I ended up being ranked 39, and I think my class ended up being like 662. Not really sure. I know I was top 5%, so definitely top 7%, so I was automatically admitted into UT, so that was awesome. Good for me. So definitely I do recommend, if you're trying to shoot for UT, do try like the closest you can get to that automatic like acceptance, because that's going to give you a better shot for trying to get into your major. So I already knew I was into UT as soon as I was automatically accepted, but now I needed to really work for my major. So that was when a lot of like my personal work came in. So UT wants a good SAT/ACT score. And like personally, my SAT score was not the hottest one. I got an 1120 and I never took it again. And hey, I'm still at UT, I'm still at McCombs. So, like I guess sometimes your GPA and your rank sort of make up for like something bad. You don't have to be perfect. They also don't want you to be perfect, I'm sure, because no one is. But just, I mean, like, if you have a bad SAT or if you had a bad class rank, it does not mean you're not going to get into the major of your choice. It does not. I mean, nothing means anything. Anything's fair game, basically. So that was my score, and yeah, it wasn't good, but I just knew that I'm just not a good test taker. So within everything else, I had to make up for that SAT score, which is fine. It just shows you they don't accept perfect people with perfect scores and perfect GPAs and perfect class ranks. They accept everything, and it's all fair game again. Okay, so I also knew that they wanted good essays, so I made sure I worked on my essays a lot. The essays are the way to express to them how you basically why you don't have that perfect SAT score, or you know, why you're not top 6% or whatever, you know, that it's sort of a way to make up, and they want to hear from you. So try to really make it very dynamic. Don't get the typical English essay. That is something big I learned. Yes, I very much learned that. So they want good essays. I'm sure everyone wants good essays, just not the typical, not the common, which is good. Also, good letters of recommendation. Oh my gosh, I don't really know what got me here, but I do feel that my letters of recommendation played a big role in it. So only 2 letters of recommendation were required for me to apply to UT. I don't even think they were required. I think they were recommended. Well, I decided to submit 4 letters of recommendation. And these were letters of recommendation that were very much like strong letters of recommendation from people who like knew me for like 4 years or, you know, even 2 years. It was not my teacher that had just met me that semester. No, definitely no. It was people who were going to write very good things for me, very awesome things. And wow, I mean, like, my letters of recommendation were on point. Seriously, the people who wrote them for me were so awesome, and I appreciate it very much, because I think a big part like of my application was my letters of recommendation, and it did play a big part of that. Okay, so extracurricular activities. So UT wants to make sure you're not just full out academics, or you can be full out academics, but like with extracurricular activities. So me, I was like a swimmer, so I was swimming like all my time, and like I was also in club swimming while being an athlete, and then I was also like president of French club, and basically I just did all that stuff, you know. And of course, everyone is in like National Honor Society or Student Council. That's like so, like, everyone is in it, so you need to try to be in it, because everyone kind of is in it, but also be doing more things that other people are not doing. And that's how like I'd like to think of like my acceptance, that I was doing other things that people were not doing, not just what everyone, well, I was doing what everyone was doing, but also more things aside from that. And then lastly, the one big one, and like you guys need to hear me out on this one, is what did you do that others did not, and how can you relate that to your major? So one thing is getting into UT, but how are you gonna get into your major? What do you have that other people don't have? So this was a very big one for me. And again, I knew so much I wanted to go to McCombs. And I knew so much that McCombs was ranked number 6 in the nation. And I knew very much that people at McCombs were very smart. So I wanted to ensure that like I got in. So how I did that, basically I just tried to get experience within my major. So junior year, I interned for my local government with the economic development department. I was a marketing intern, and I knew nothing of business, but I just went there and I was like, hey, I want to learn for free. Please let me learn from you. I was also in this course called Independent Study Mentorship, which was super awesome. Loved it very much. Best course I've ever taken in high school, and that really got me ahead by a lot. Senior year, I signed up for that same class again, and now I had a mentor at USAA, so I would go and learn and shadow. So I was getting a lot of like business experience like before even coming to college. I also ended up interning for a nonprofit who basically like takes care of dogs And I mean, that was really, really awesome. So I had like those 3 work experiences. I also took the initiative and did a total of like 3 service projects. So I completely like started the service projects on my own at my own school with like myself, and decided to give back to my community and put them, and then that helped my resume, or that helped my application. So that's definitely something that like can help you. And then when you start wording your short answer questions and your essay questions into more like the field you want to go into, so the knowledge you already have, that really very much, I think, helps your application. And I think that really set me apart, because there is definitely kids who come to McCombs who have already had internships, but there's also so many who have not. The majority of them have not, which is totally fine. But you want to get in, and you want to basically have the most things you can have in your application in order to get in. So yes, so that is exactly what I basically did. And I just I tried to really get out to events to find out about this, a lot of the events UT was hosting in my city, and try to just like ask questions like, what are you looking for? How am I gonna get in here? A big thing that also I think helped me was I ended up going to a camp at McCombs before my senior year, and I got to know like the staff and some of the students, like student mentors who were like upperclassmen, and also got to know, I think, a lot of like recruiters from some companies that McCombs works with, and it was really awesome. So I think that was an awesome experience, because even before, like, that's something on camp you have to apply for, but that helped me personally also like get to know the people and get to know the staff and be able to have my name out there and let them know, hey, like, I'm super interested in your school. I want to go there. I want to be there. Like, this is my place. So that was really, really awesome for me. So yeah, I would say that those are basically all the things that UT looks at that I can think of, like, basically for my brainstorming for this video and like my head. I mean, it's overall, you just need to have the personality. You need to work for it. You need to, it's like, you need to be a overall well-rounded student, but don't think that because you don't have that perfect GPA, or you don't have that perfect class rank, that like, or you don't have that perfect SAT score like me, that you're gonna be declined, because I wasn't. And I wasn't declined for my major. Of course, I was automatically accepted, but like, obviously an SAT score does not define you. A GPA does not define you either. A class rank does not define you either. So just make sure you're like overall well-rounded, and you're just an individual that, you know, can do it all, kind of. I think that is what most colleges are looking for. Just showing that, hey, you can communicate, you can talk to them, and you can tell them truly who you are, and show them that you're not just a number, that you actually have experience within what you want to do at UT, and that you will, or UT or any other university, and that you will, in an aspect, help their university grow and help their university be a better place. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I love this video. I love these kind of videos, just talking about what I did. I'll be on spring break next week, so I'm excited to sit down and do less of the walking around talking videos, but a little bit more of the logistics, since I know most of you are about to make a big decision May 1st or before about where to go to college. So I'd love to hear from you guys. If you have any questions ever, make sure to leave down a comment below. I love addressing them, and as you guys know, I obviously respond in a video. And yeah, again, you guys are so awesome, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. My Instagram and my Twitter will be in the description box, along with the video I just did last time, which was how I picked UT and how I think you should pick a university. So yeah, awesome. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.